Hi, welcome back to Missing Chemistry. This is electron configuration of sodium. All right, sodium is the 11th element on the periodic table, so we're going to have an atomic number of 11, and its mass number is going to be 23. Okay, so now, since the atomic number is 11, that means it has 11 protons and it's a nucleus. And since sodium is electrically neutral, it has to have 11 electrons also. So what about the number of neutrons? Well, let's look at the AMU, or the mass number, minus the number of protons will equal the number of neutrons, right? Pretty simple. So we go 23 minus 11 equals 12 neutrons. Pretty snarly, huh? All right, now let's look at electron configuration. Now remember that S holds 2 electrons, P can hold 6 electrons, D can hold 10 electrons, and F can hold 14 electrons. And we're always going to start off with the diagonal rule at the top of the slide, which we also call the ball principle. And we're going to follow these red arrows down, right? Until we run out of electrons. So let's do our electron configuration. Okay, so now we do 1s2. Come back to the slide again. Slide down here. We cover those. So that's going to be 2s2. So we're going to come back down here. 2p6. That's right. And then 3s1. So 2p6. We're going to stop at 3s. It gives me 3s1 there. All right, so that's our electron configuration. That wasn't that hard. Let's look at our orbital notation. All right, getting back to Hans' rule again, remember that up arrow is first and then down arrows. So we go up arrow, down arrow. 2s, up arrow, down arrow. Then we go 2px, 2py, 2pz. So we go up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. Because Hans' rule says to put an up arrow in every suborbit before starting our down arrows. Here comes our down arrows. Down arrow, down arrow, and down arrow. And last but not least, 3s with an up arrow. All right, now let's look at our noble gas notation. Right, what's the nearest gas to sodium? Why, it's neon. So we're going to do neon right here. And now, all we're going to do is add our valence shell electron at the end of that, which is 3s1. Pretty snarly, huh? Our quantum notation, our last notation that we're going to do, has 4 numbers, N, L, M, and S. N is the principal quantum number, L is the angular momentum quantum number, M is the magnetic quantum number, S is the electron spin number. When we look at the periodic table, sodium is in period 3. So put a 3 there. Also notice that sodium is in the S block, right? So the L value for S is 0. So that's going to go to 0 there. Also, since it's in the S block, the M value right here is also going to be 0. And last but not least, let's look at this last arrow. It's going up, right? So it's going to be 1/2 positive. So that's it for this lesson. You guys be snarly, and we'll see you back here at Missing Chemistry.